Before I dive in, I want to ask you to hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments. Stories like these are painful, messy, and real, and your support helps me keep bringing them to life. I still remember the text that started it all. It was short, almost casual, but it hit me like a punch to the chest. Can't wait to see you tonight at the party. He's going to love me showing off a little. It was from my wife, and the he she meant was not me. The company party should have been a night of laughter, drinks, and small talk. I had been looking forward to it, until I realized I wasn't really invited in spirit. She walked in, hair perfectly styled, a dress that turned heads, and that smile that used to be reserved just for me. But tonight, it felt like she was wearing it for someone else. At first, I tried to dismiss it. I thought maybe I was overreacting. Maybe I was being paranoid. After all, she had been distant lately, absorbed in work, late nights, and unexplained excuses. Missed calls, messages deleted before I could see them, the way she laughed a little too loudly at her phone sometimes. I told myself it was nothing. I wanted to believe her. But then she started bragging. "Oh, you should see my boss today," she said, swirling her glass of wine. "He made me lead the project presentation. Honestly, he's incredible. So supportive, so clever. I swear, I've learned more from him than anyone else." I smiled. I laughed. I nodded. Inside, my stomach was twisting. I could hear the words, but I couldn't reconcile them with the woman I thought I knew. There was a spark in her eyes when she said it, an admiration that went beyond professional respect. And the way she kept brushing her hair back, leaning a little too close when she spoke. I couldn't ignore it. I tried to reason with myself. Maybe it was just excitement about work. Maybe I was reading too much into her enthusiasm. I kept smiling, telling myself I was supportive, that I was being the loving husband. But every laugh, every lingering look she threw at him, felt like a knife twisting deeper. Later, I excused myself to the restroom, and that's when I saw the text again on her phone, left open on the counter. "Can't wait to see you tonight." My heart stopped. I shouldn't have looked, but I couldn't help it. The messages I found after that were subtle at first, little jokes, compliments, casual good night, texts that she said were work-related. But then they got flirty, playful, and unmistakably intimate. My mind raced. I remembered moments that now stung like poison. Her late nights at work, the weekend she claimed to be busy with a project, the time she laughed at something she didn't tell me about. I felt sick, but I couldn't confront her, not yet. I had to be sure. I observed, I listened, I noticed. And every detail seemed to confirm the truth I didn't want to face. She had someone else. By the end of the night, it was undeniable. She leaned against him, whispered something, and laughed in a way that had once been reserved for me. I watched from across the room, pretending to sip my drink, pretending that everything was fine. The betrayal wasn't explosive or cinematic. It was quiet, insidious, and it broke me slowly. Driving home, I replayed our 10 years together in my mind. The anniversaries, the late night talks, the little routines that had built our life together. Every memory now carried a bitter aftertaste. How much of it was real? How much of it was a performance? The doubt was suffocating. That night, I confronted her not with rage, but with silence. My voice shook as I asked the questions I had rehearsed 1,000 times. Is it true? She didn't deny it. She just looked away, eyes wet, lips pressed together. There was guilt there, yes, but there was also an excuse, a justification that made my stomach turn even more. "I didn't mean for it to happen," she said softly. "It just did. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know if I could forgive her." Love was tangled with betrayal, loyalty twisted with hurt. And yet, a small part of me mourned the person I thought she was, the person I had trusted completely. In the weeks that followed, I made a decision. I couldn't stay where my trust had been shattered, but I also couldn't abandon the lessons our relationship had taught me. I left, not with anger, but with quiet strength. No yelling, no dramatic scene. Just a calm, determined goodbye that surprised even me. Walking away, I felt a strange mix of sorrow and relief. I grieved what we had lost, but I also reclaimed a part of myself that had been buried under lies, and flattery. Betrayal hurts, yes, but it also teaches you the boundaries of your own heart. Years from now, I'll remember that party, not just for the pain, but for the clarity it brought. For the moment I realized that smiling doesn't always mean you're happy, and that walking away sometimes takes more courage than staying. If you've ever been in a situation like this, I want to hear your story. Hit subscribe to follow along and leave your thoughts in the comments below, because sometimes sharing the pain is the first step to healing.